29, 2026. And I thought, you know, have a sit low and talk about today. So let me start from yesterday. I literally knocked out by the time I got to bed. Like, there was no time to press phone or do anything else. Like, I just knocked out. So I woke up very early today, about 6 o'clock, joined prayer. You know, it was a mini service in the morning. Joined that and then left for work. I went to the site. When it was going on, I realized that when there's not one like overarching vision and everybody is sort of doing what they like, there'll be mistakes. And that happened. Something about the lighting position and the chairs just doesn't align. And I kind of saw that coming and I kept on warning them that, look, let the chairs come in before you do the lights. We've seen it now that just before the chairs are about to enter, we've seen that the lights are not going to work. And it's going to be tedious to fix it. But God will give me wisdom. That aside, I am blessed today. What really happened? I was very excited about the progress of the work because work has really progressed. I think what's left is the chairs. It's 3 days to, I know, 3 days to opening. There are no chairs. Hi, good evening. 3 days to, there are no chairs, but I know we'll have chairs on that day, so I'm not worried at all. I was just tired about being under the sun. I dressed super comfortable for today because I was like, I'm not about to dress like a babe and then I'm following hi and then I'm following artisans to be dragging, oh yeah, put the nail here, put this thing here, remove your hammer from here. By the time I was leaving this evening, the gutters for the roof were about to be laid, but that has to be laid first before the roof because the roof is glass. So we have to ensure that water drainage is sorted before we now put the glass roof. But ACs have been fixed. We've walked through the experience with the patrons. I did a food testing today. Yep, I did a food testing because what we're selling is about experience at Choco's, right? It's experience, not a nice restaurant. It's experience. So everything encompassing. So I did a recipe tasting today. I liked it. It was a seafood meal that was shared. I liked it. I felt like because I'm not a crazy seafood person, I didn't like dig in and all that. It tasted nice. The lobster was a bit overwhelming because it was huge. But I like the rice, I like the lobster, I like the presentation. We can change a few things, modify it, but it was a good meal. And so it looks like it's going to be special on Sunday. So I really, 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 really hope for many people to order specials as opposed to what's regularly on the menu. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you ordering the normal food that is normally on the menu when we just opened and we have a few specials, right? So that's what I'm trying to push. My gut feeling about the glass and direct sun is that the ACs may not be sufficient. We have 3 ACs for the space. I'm just scared that it will not be sufficient. But I have faith that we'll be fine. So if it's not sufficient, we'll figure it out very quickly too. Very, very quickly. So Sunday, I'm looking forward to it. After service like this, is to go and dance in front of Choco's and open the place and start selling markets. So yeah, what else? I went to my office. My face was burnt. I was tired. I was dehydrated by the time I got to the office because I was under the sun with the artisans. And what I needed to do was I had to like pour water on my face to cool it down, sat for a while, you know, and I did what I needed to do to calm down. Let me tell you what happened. While I was still at the site, Some Sycamore babes came up to me because Chocos is in Sycamore compound, same compound, right? Some Sycamore babes came up to me. Oh my god, this video is you're doing at night, this and that and the other. It's so nice, da da da. I could do more. And then I thought about one playlist that I have on this YouTube that I have not done anything about. Hi. I'm from Nigeria, so I live in Nigeria right now, and I'm streaming from Nigeria. The playlist is like lifestyle, basically travel, and I realized that I've done all this travel and have not posted, and I have a thing I want to tie it to. So when it comes through, I will tie it. Hi everyone. So yeah, that was really interesting because they're like, oh, I follow your videos, they're so nice, and I was like, okay, I'll share. But I'll come here and tell you guys that this was happening. So that happened. Um, I got my new Sycamore hoodie today. Happy about that. What else? How do you carry yourself as an adult? Go to a salon, and when you're leaving, you don't like what you're leaving with on your hair, or your nails, or your feet, whatever. How do you handle that? Do you just, hey, you know, guys, I don't like this, remove it from my head, or change it immediately and sort of become a really big elephant in the room? Or do you lock up and say, you know what, I've tried this people once, twice, which was my case. I've tried this people once, twice, and I don't think they get it, or rather, they don't get it. How will I go to a salon and be explaining to you that this is how to make the hairstyle? A simple two-line hair, and you don't get it, man. So I've just decided that, I would be one of those people who just locks up and goes. Now, the reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm also a business person, and I feel like if there's an issue, I want people to give me feedback. There was someone who actually early this month, she gave us sat down, wrote a whole email detailing what she didn't like and all of that. And I was so blessed for that feedback because I was like, thank you for sharing. So we, got someone on the call with her. She asked for a refund. We're dealing with that, So we're not fighting it. We're welcoming strong and strongly worded feedback too. My thing is, I came into the salon and I said, hey, you know what? Hi, Aditya from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka? Is that how to pronounce it? Yeah, my name is Winnie from Nigeria. I came to the salon and I said, hey, you know what? Last time you guys did this thing for me, this was how you did it. That was different from how I've done it in other salons, and I think that was the problem. So, oh, okay, let them use this product instead of this product, no problem. They start plating it. Oh, you know what? Because you put oil in your hair that the thing I was like, okay, should we wash it out? Because I'm ready to pay for this service. I'm ready to have what I want out of this service. So I'm like, not frustrated because it's not a big deal, but like, am I going to go back there? The likelihood is yes. I'll probably go and wash my hair there, but to do hairstyle, I don't think so. I think their service is okay, but I don't think they know what they're doing in general terms. So it's going to be walking away from me with like more serious hairstyles and just, yeah, figuring it out somewhere else. And the painful thing is you're there to spend your money. You're there saying, okay, do it like this. If you had any inkling on how to keep cost, I don't know. Anyways, I try not to be a seriously miffed customer because I deal with customers too, and I know how it can be. So I try to give feedback as much as I can. But where I see that my English and your English are not aligning, hello, let me go to where it's aligning. Do you get me? And more often than not, it's a bit further from where I stay or where I usually do my business. So it's to be doing DIY. I am actually thinking about cutting my hair. What do you guys think? Anyways, I think that I've tried it before, a pixie cut. I liked it. I'm not really strongly for it, but I feel like I should revisit it. Just maybe once more, not even once more. Again, anyways, so I'm trying to do everything but talk about dark stuff that I went into yesterday. But I'll just touch on it. Yeah, I'm open to style suggestions actually. Thank you. Um, so about burial arrangements for my colleague who passed yesterday tragically from a fatal accident. Um, we've reached out to the wife where you know the wife has a spokesperson talking on behalf of the family. So we're talking to that person. So okay, they're traveling to bury him, and then they'll come back to Lagos. And when they do, we want to be able to say, "This is what we're doing for you." Now, unfortunately, in this part of the world, we have very little dignity for life. It's the truth. I'm not even trying to insult anyone, but it's what it is, right? And unfortunately, at the time of his passing, he hadn't been updated on the database for life insurance. So there was no cover. He's a new staff. So my thing is, as an entrepreneur, there's so many balls in the air every single time that now I'm thinking about opening a restaurant. I'm thinking about tomorrow we're meant to do a birthday celebration thing, but his birthday was this month. So we can't even do it. We have to move it out of respect for him. I'm thinking about how to figure out enough revenue to be able to cover overheads and to even be able to say, okay, let's break even. Even if we're not trying to declare a huge profit, let's just break even first and be able to cover our costs. And then the more costs coming in, because the business environment in Nigeria is a VUCA environment. It's very volatile, it's uncertain, it's complex and ambiguous. So every day I'm learning, and sometimes it's the hard way because now I have to then figure out, okay, update everyone on the database for this, or how is a tough thing to juggle when you know that people's livelihoods, lives, and plans and whatever depends and rotates around decisions, heavy decisions that you make. So you have to make the right call every single time. Every single time. There's that pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and that's what I felt in the last 2 days. Pressure. So what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for the privilege to have pressure, because there are people that they don't have anyone depending on them for anything. It's just anywhere belly face they follow, and so there's no real demand on your life. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, then after you now live for yourself, then what, right? What does it mean to be you in this world? What impact that you're leaving? So I'm grateful that I have the privilege to be depended on. I have the privilege to have pressure that pushes me to be better and pushes me to make good decisions. That's what I'm grateful for today. What are you grateful for? Can you articulate it? Can you put it to words? You should. You should. So that's what I'm grateful for, and I would it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge my privilege. So yeah, I'm tired today. I'm very tired. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to sit up at my desk today, and I did this whole new background. So I'll be testing out a few things. Like I said, I bought new equipment for this, so why not? Either ways, I'll be putting up some new content outside of my live streaming. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining this video. Yes, Pixie Cut. Okay. Thank you so much for joining this video. I do it every night. Join me tomorrow. I'll see you then. Good night for now.